Hello, and welcome to my tarot reading. This one is specifically for people in recovery, more specifically people in recovery from cannabis. However, this is about recovery, so anything that you're in recovery from, this reading will apply to. If it's alcohol, drugs, sex, love, well, maybe sex and love. I don't know if I can give up on my addiction to sex and love, but definitely about substances here. This past while has been about the past few months. This is my first week of my whole adult life, except for when I was, of course, pregnant and breastfeeding my kids, that I haven't had any substance to medicate any of my emotions. There's no pills from the doctor, whether they be antidepressants or anxiety meds. There's no cannabis. There's no alcohol. So this morning, I was looking for some messages from tarot to assist on a recovery journey. I'm just going to start with a recovery card that had stated, and this is from the Big Red Book, which is part of Adult Children of Alcoholics Recovery Group, ACA, and the Big Red Book on page 233 says that we know that we can have healthy love in our lives. So with recovery, you can have healthy love in your life. A good affirmation to say is, I can have healthy love in my life. Now let's delve into what the tarot had to say this morning to assist us in recovery. So, appropriately, the first card pulled is the Five of Pentacles. And the message from the Golden Universal Tarot deck on the Five of Pentacles is very unfortunate. Destitution, lack, struggle, shortage, material difficulty. And anybody else on this recovery journey, it doesn't seem to matter what the substance is or how little we think we're spending on it. It pulls us into this kind of mentality. So this Five of Pentacles, the first card we pulled, it often symbolizes a sense of loss, struggle, or isolation. It acknowledges the hardships you may have faced in your relationship with cannabis, excuse me, and the journey towards recovery. However, it also reminds us that even in times of difficulty, there's hope and support available to us. Reach out to loved ones, find solace in community, and remember that you are not alone on this path. Here in Edmonton, we have, my goodness, I finally went to these 12-step meetings that are near me. I've been looking at these meetings for years, wanting to go. And this week, with me acknowledging my addiction to cannabis, I began Marijuana Anonymous meetings. So anyhow, there's a really great club here in Edmonton that hosts like all sorts of meetings. So no matter what substance or behavior that you have addictions with, those 12-step recovery meetings will give you a feeling that you're not alone, and you'll have some support on your journey. I really pray to the higher power that I can stick with this, but it is one day at a time. So today, for this day, I will not use cannabis or alcohol or any other substance to medicate my emotions. And also here in Edmonton, if you're struggling with addiction, poverty, or any of the other unpleasant things that are happening in our society, I could also say reach out to Bissell Center. At Bissell Center, I have a support team. I have a wonderful support coach person who actually just intuitively knows when I'm having a breakdown. And she'll reach out to me to see how I'm doing. And while there isn't a magic wand to wave and fix all my problems, or my problems right now are very many, just having that person that like knows I'm struggling and reaches out and grounds me. I have a place I can go. I can have coffee. I can talk with these mentors. They hold my hand. So remember, if I'm not alone on this path, you are not alone on this path. Reach out. Now, the next card in the reading is the Ten of Pentacles. And this is a beautiful card, which says ease, home, family, income, and inheritance. The Ten of Pentacles, the second card, represents abundance, stability, and the rewards that come from perseverance. It signifies the potential for lasting fulfillment and a solid foundation in your recovery. Embrace the support systems and healthy habits that contribute to your overall well-being, for they will lead you to a place of security and contentment. So like I said in the last card, those support systems, whether they be the 12-step meetings, whether they be community supports, calling, here in Alberta, we can call Access 24/7. And that was who I first reached out to admit I had a problem with cannabis. And when I initially talked to them, I said, I don't even want to give this up. I couldn't even see the desire to give it up. But I just knew something in my life had to change. And I had to change something in order for my life to change. So I reached out and began this process. And then last Sunday was my last day consuming cannabis. When I woke up Monday morning, I ended up throwing out my paraphernalia, gave away the little bit of cannabis I had left, and yeah, committed to this one day at a time. And I'm trusting, because I know if we work these 12 steps and we follow this path, it's going to lead to a life of more ease in my home, my relationships, my family, thereby giving me the success I've so long desired, and financial stability. Now the Ten of Swords is the next card, another 10, which are 10s, as you'll see as we carry on, do signify completeness. The message on this card is affliction, inescapability, tears, desolation, and emptiness. This third card may depict the process of releasing old patterns, thoughts, or behaviors that no longer serve you. It signifies the end of a challenging cycle and the opportunity for transformation. Embrace forgiveness and self-compassion as you let go of the past, allowing healing and growth to take place. If you're not feeling that forgiveness quite yet, and I understand, every day I go through this battle with forgiveness towards my estranged spouse. You know, some days I feel some very evil thoughts towards him, and I wish very bad things for him. And that I struggle with because I also want to be in a place of forgiveness. So I just keep saying I'm willing to forgive. And even though I've got all these feelings, I still pray about it, which from 12 Steps of Recovery, we know that even if we feel resentments, still keep praying for that person, the same things you wish for yourself, and eventually that bitterness and resentment will start to dissolve. Which is true, because towards my kid's father, for instance. I had a lot of hard feelings for a lot of years. And now it's like, I just love that it's like, oh, I hold nothing against him. I have I only wish him good things, truly. And it's just feels so much better to be forgiving, especially towards my kid's dad, because they need that. The kids need that. And if I want my kids to be healthy and happy, they need to feel that their mom and dad don't hate each other. So that's just my little thing about forgiveness. And here, third card in a row, we got our third 10, really letting us know that things are complete, which is so good because I know I needed it to be complete. The words on this card were oppression, tiredness, toil, fatigue, and duplicity. The 10 of Wands, the fourth card, often represents the burdens we carry and the need to lighten our load. It reminds us to assess our responsibilities and seek balance in our lives. In your recovery, remember to prioritize self-care and set healthy boundaries. Delegate tasks when necessary and focus on what truly brings you joy and fulfillment. So prioritizing self-care, however that looks to you. For me, because I've been poor for so long, which maybe isn't always the worst thing because it taught me how to be so frugal and to make good use of resources. But self-care for me is going to buy organic sunflower oil and mixing it with my organic vanilla or my organic cinnamon and creating oils that nourish my skin and leave me smelling like spices. Stuff like that is self-care. Keeping my nails healthy. Nourishing myself with, I splurge on salon products for my hair. I discovered that my hair is a lot healthier and happier if I used products from the beauty salon. So I'll spend that extra money on them, but it saves me money in the long run because when I bought drugstore products, I was constantly trying to find the right ones. So I had a whole cupboard full of stuff that didn't work. So I had spent so much money on stuff that did not work. Whereas if I just go and spend that money on the stuff that will work, that bottle of shampoo and conditioner will last like a year, that big bottle. So it's well worth it to find the products that suit you, however that looks for you. I'm just sharing what works for me. And those are like little things to do for self-care. Healthy boundaries, learning how to do that. Not great at it. In the past, I let in a lot of people I shouldn't have. In fact, even up to about the beginning of this month, I let someone in my life that I shouldn't have let in. However, that person was able to actually fix my car for free and fix my son's car for free. So, we got some good stuff out of that, but still, I still feel that this person was even part of my life because they were duplicitous. I'm pretty sure I was getting played by perhaps a married man, and those are my boundaries. I do not want adultery in my life. No, thank you. I don't want someone else's man. I just want my own. Delegating tasks. Well, as you're setting healthy boundaries and creating healthy relationships, it's going to be easier to delegate tasks. It's going to be easier to say, hey, so-and-so, I'm going to give this to you to do. And those things are going to work better. And find what brings you joy and fulfillment. My main joy and fulfillment comes from knowing my family are my friends and my neighbors. They're all around me. I'm the beloved mother of a beautiful family with a beautiful grandson who adores me and who likes to play. We get to climb all over all this playground equipment all over the city, and we went to the Space and Science Center, and I just wanted to give him exposure to science, because who knows, he could go on to U of A and become one of the greatest scientists we've ever had and help to discover wonderful and amazing things that will make being a human here on this planet Earth a bit better. So, yeah, those are some things that bring me joy and fulfillment. Now, lastly, we have the Three of Wands. And the message on this card, we've got initiative, decision, exploration, and discovery. So yes, explore and discover. Lastly, the Three of Wands, the final card, symbolizes progress, expansion, and the anticipation of new horizons. It signifies the journey forward where you can envision the possibilities and embrace the future with optimism. Embrace your recovery as a transformative journey, allowing yourself to grow, explore new paths, and discover the fulfillment that comes from living a life aligned with your values. So yeah, recovery is all about discovery and discovering who you really are. And finding that life that, you're gonna be living a life aligned with your values. To conclude, dear friend, the cards reveal that your recovery journey may have its challenges, but there is hope, abundance, and transformation awaiting you. Embrace support. Release what no longer serves you. Seek balance, and look ahead with excitement. Remember, you are not alone, and there is a brighter, more fulfilling path ahead on your journey of recovery. Namaste. Send you all the blessings in the universe. I hope all your dreams come true, and thank you for being on this journey with me. And I'm so grateful to be on this journey with you. Have the best day. Lots of love. Bye for now.